Debuting from Image Comics in March of 2004, The Black Forest has been described as a cross between All Quiet on the Western Front and House of Frankenstein. It features the classic monsters doing battle against the backdrop of the First World War.
The idea that you've got the Frankenstein monster being used as the ultimate German weapon in World War I is a stroke of genius.
Inspirations: James Whale, Boris Karloff, Bela Lugosi.
James Whale, Boris Karloff, Kurt Siodmak.
Terence Fisher, Orson Welles, Alfred Hitchcock, very, very good inspirations for doing comics.
Bernie Wrightson.
Steve Ditko, Jack Kirby, Jack King Kirby, let me throw that in there. Gil Kane, Don Heck, Gene Colan.
Marv Wolfman, Gene Colan, Bernie Wrightson.
Saved by the Bell. Certainly, I thought it was wonderful how Zach and AC Slater were enemies at first and then became the best of friends.
I had this idea, but all it really was it kind of came to me in a whole thing, was the Frankenstein monster killing guys in the trench during World War I. That was the idea. I didn't really have anything beyond it. I don't even know how it evolved into a monster rally.
Well, I wanted to add some vampires and werewolves.
And then Neil got it into his head that he wanted to do like a monster rally thing. He heard about the Black Forest and he said, let me read it. He didn't even finish it. And he emailed us and said, I want to do this.
As soon as we, finished the script for Black Forest, I mean, there was only one guy that Bob and I had in mind who, could draw it, and that was Neil Adams. But he wasn't available, so...
It wasn't actually as difficult as you would think it was. In fact, Bob fully expected to have to do a pitch to convince Image Comics to publish the book.
I was in Los Angeles on a series of meetings for film work. Todd and I dutifully got on the train and went down to San Diego, and we were prepared to pitch to Image and tell them, this is the way we see the book, and Neil had done all these character sketches. And we walked into, after standing in line forever, we walked into...
It was like 4 days that we were in line.
And we came up to, the Image booth where Neil was sitting drawing, and he said, hey guys, it's done. So what? And he goes, yeah, they said yeah. What do you mean they said yeah? He said, yeah, they read your synopsis and they looked at the character sketches. They love it. The book's coming out in March.
I've known Neil Vokes for many years, and I've watched him grow from a really excellent artist into an amazing artist. He's never been doing better work, and the horror comics that he's been doing recently, the epic horror comics that he's been doing recently, like Black Forest, I think show a whole new side to his art.
This is technically the first step. I'm going through the script, crossing out all the crap that I don't want. And if I have an idea for it right away, what I'll do is just off to the side, I'll draw a little quick idea, which is basically like a doctor's signature. You have no idea what it means. I'm the only one that has any vague idea what it means. But then, in this case, I'll just blow it up a little bigger so even I can follow it. And I might actually not follow it that closely, as this one will show. This particular layout is this page, but again, not really, because you see it's got elements of this page here also in it.
He's definitely part of the story, even though he's not a writer. He's definitely has a huge impact on the writing.
What surprised me is that Neil's drawing board is about 2 feet away from his bed. And a lot of people don't know this about Neil, that whenever he completes a page, he celebrates by having sex, sometimes with a partner.
Just,
The logistics of creating the Black Forest were complicated by the fact the creators live in 3 different states, but on occasion they did manage to come together in the same room, such as at this convention in New Jersey, where they worked with artist Mike Oming on the design of the cover.
So can we have any sort of human elements on the cover?
Well, the guys in the planes. We got that going.
Like little teeny tiny.
Yes.
The thing is, if we can get some sort of human face like in the background.
Or what about in the night sky?
That's something like that.
But again, you'd have to give away one of the main characters.
Not if he was inside. If he was inside with it.
No, I don't like that.
Okay,
What about the
check.
girls? Well, the only thing I'm thinking is if I'm doing the cover and we're kind of using a name, nobody's going to really want to buy it if it's just abstract shapes like a castle.
Well, not abstract shapes, but
No. Like a lot of times, some of my favorite artists will do like those elements are perfect. I think we definitely should have it, but I think we should find a way.
Such opportunities to work together in the same room are rare, and the majority of the work is done either on the phone or the internet.
We just are going to have to telescope the first werewolf attack, you know, and just have one instead of the way it kind of dribs out.
In fact, none of the 3 has met letterer designer Anthony Schiavino in person. All of his contributions, starting with the logo, were discussed and delivered online. Comic retailers and consumers have a multitude of titles to choose from, so promotion of a new book to build awareness is critical. Internet press releases were a valuable tool, but not enough. So with the aid of computer graphics designer-editor Roy Baker, the trio produced an online trailer.
Europe, 1916. 2 armies locked in trench warfare. It is a battle of good versus evil. And evil just got creative.
There are no guarantees in the comic book business. Neil Vokes, Todd Livingston, and Robert Tinnell know this, and they know full well the Black Forest might fail. But it won't be for lack of effort on their part.